Hello real ones, and welcome to my book review for Steal Like an Artist by Kleon. In today's book review, I'm going to go over an overall summary of the book, my biggest takeaways, and who I think this book would be best suited for. Who should be reading it? I want to thank y'all for joining us, and let's get into it. So Steal Like an Artist is this really interesting book that's about as much book as it is art piece, which is all about 10 different topics on how to become and get more creative about what you're doing. The core theme around this book is that the greatest artists in the world all had to start somewhere. And they really basically started from seeing other great artists in the world and trying to start the way that they did, or take works of art that they did and try to do it themselves, and in doing so, creating their own styles. So I won't go through all 10 different topics that the author goes over on how to become more creative, but I will give you my favorite one, which was rule number 2, don't wait until you know who you are to get started. So I really love that part of this chapter in the book, because if you know anything about weave shirts, I basically got started after visiting this one subreddit that's called Just Start. And the idea is it's a community about people that just start on different things that they're holding back, especially entrepreneurial. So I really love the idea of not being worried about not being the best, gardener or being the best painter to get started. It's really all about going through the motions and getting started. I really think a lot of people get stuck on the details of the how and the what ifs. You've probably heard of analysis paralysis, where people get caught up in, trying to figure out the risk or if they can actually do something, and they'll make all the spreadsheets and look at all the data. But really what they're doing is stopping the inertia, or keeping their inertia of not starting and just looking up different things instead of just going ahead and get started, not worrying about what other people might say or think, and just beginning. It's a really important thing when you're starting out anything new to realize that if you're going to compare yourself to other people that are already doing it, you have to realize that they got started somewhere too by just starting. I think this book actually puts it best and most succinctly on the first page of the chapter, where he just writes, "You're ready, start making stuff." And that's part of what I'm doing here with this book review. I'm just starting and making it because I figured I wanted to go through some books and share what I thought about them. To that end, who is this book for? So I really think it's important when doing book reviews to give an idea of what mind frame or what type of person would most benefit from reading something, right? Some people like to read for leisure, but other people like to read to actually extract knowledge that they need to solve a certain problem. So, to that end, I recommend Steal Like an Artist if you feel like you're in a rut creatively. If you feel like you haven't been able to come up with new ideas, or you're starting to feel stale and fresh, people in writer's block, people who can't come up with a new idea or themes or designs. And I don't want to just limit it to people that are actually creatives and graphic designers. I think it was important for me to get through this book because it makes me think of different ways to become a little bit more proactive in different art that I see around the world. And not even just art, just different things that I notice, That's where the steal comes into play, where you can steal different parts and different ideas, themes, and topics that you see around you, take them as kind of the clay and mold it into something your own that's unique. It's not stealing in the terms of plagiarism, obviously. It's taking the inspiration of something else and making your own original art with it. And that's it. That's my review for Steal Like an Artist. It's a really short read, so feel free to pick it up for yourself and maybe even give it to others, creatives that you know. I actually was given this book as part of a giveaway that Printful did as part of their top 20 books that entrepreneurs should read. I use Printful myself for my t-shirt company as my choice print on demand, and I'll be putting an affiliate link down below in case you want to check it out. Maybe you need some shirts for your company or something. It'll be down there for you. But that was Steal Like an Artist. If you like these book reviews, feel free to drop some love down in the comments. And if you have an idea for a book I should do next, feel free to let me know. Till next time, thanks for watching.